At this moment, things are very loud in FC Barcelona's offices. The club is already working on planning the squad for next season. Hansi Flick and Deco have identified two top priorities for strengthening the team: a new goalkeeper and a versatile forward who can cover the left wing position. In the goalkeeper situation, things could be resolved at any moment, so we should wait for the final outcome in Joan Garcia's transfer saga. But as for the forward position, it seems the club has already made up its mind. To replace Ansu Fati, who is heading to Monaco, Marcus Rashford is set to arrive. And today we're going to talk about why this transfer would be perfect for Barcelona in the upcoming season. CULES, hit the like button if you want to see Marcus in Blaugrana colors, and as always, support the video with a like. My team and I are working for you. Thank you. The idea of signing Rashford isn't new. Back in the winter, there were already talks between the players' camp and Barca's top management led by Deco. But back then, the move was blocked by Ansu Fati, who didn't want to leave the club despite having offers. There simply wasn't room on the club's wage bill for Marcus, even though all terms had already been agreed with the player and his representatives. Rashford eventually joined Aston Villa, where he played 17 matches, scored 4 goals and provided 6 assists. He was a very important squad player for Unai Emery and shown again on the big stage, especially in the second leg against PSG. Now Barcelona finds itself in a very different situation. Ansu Fati's transfer to Monaco is nearing completion, which opens up a spot in the squad. That's why new meetings between Deco and Rashford's representatives have taken place this week in Barcelona. So what's the current status of negotiations? The key point is that Rashford only wants Barca, as reported by journalist Tony Juan Martín. This information is backed up by the fact that Marcus has already followed both FC Barcelona and Lamine Yamal on Instagram. Manchester United wants to receive 48 million euros for their academy star, but Barca considered this fee too high, and rightly so. United will be forced to find a way out for Marcus next season, as they finished 15th in the Premier League and are in a very difficult situation. Amorim doesn't count on Rashford, and their relationship is broken. And if Rashford only wants Barcelona, then United will eventually be forced to negotiate solely with Laporta and accept Barca's clear terms: a season-long loan with a buy option. The Englishman's contract expires in 2028, so a buy option of 35 million euros could be included, a reasonable price for a 27-year-old forward. According to Tony Juan Martí again, Rashford has agreed to take a pay cut, which would make it easy to include him in the club's salary structure for next season. There are more and more opportunities to get this deal done. Barcelona sees this operation as low risk. The journalist notes, adding that while Luis Diaz was always the top priority, that move is considered too complicated. So here's what the roadmap for the Rashford transfer looks like. Considering all the circumstances, especially the club's financial constraints and the need to meet La Liga's FFP, a loan move from Manchester United seems optimal. Now let's go through the key reasons why Marcus Rashford is perfectly fit for Barca. Marcus Rashford dreams of joining Barcelona and has always seen the club as his top choice if his journey at Old Trafford were ever to end. In my opinion, this is a crucial point. Rashford is crazy about joining Barca, and that's what will allow us to see the best version of him. A highly motivated player focused solely on football in a completely new environment. This would be a full reset for Marcus, who still believes his potential hasn't been fulfilled, and he could reach new heights in his career. And where else would new horizons open up? Of course here, at FC Barcelona. Marcus' desire to play for Barcelona means he'll give 200% of himself on the pitch, and that's the first reason this transfer is ideal for Barca. After surviving the financial disaster of the Bartomeu era, when Barca spent insane amounts on Coutinho, Griezmann and Dembélé, the club is finally back on track. Investing in La Masia paid off 100%, and the financial levers activated by Laporta in the summer of 2022 brought great results. Big signings like Lewandowski, Rafinha and Koundé strengthened the team. Now the club is acting much more carefully in the transfer market, analyzing every possible move. Barca have long been linked with the most exciting left wingers in world football: Luis Diaz, Rafael Leao and Nico Williams. But Nico costs 60 million euros, Rafael 75 million euros and Luis 85 million euros. Huge sums that are difficult to comply with under FFP without major player sales. According to recent reports, both Frankie and Araujo are staying. No major exits are expected. If Joan Garcia signs, the club will sell Ter Stegen, who currently has a low transfer market value of just 15 million euros. So there's limited financial room for new big signings. And that's exactly why Rashford is the ideal solution again. Essentially, Barca just needs to agree on the wage split for Marcus, who earns £350,000 per week. A 50-50 deal with United would be a smart price for his services. This transfer carries almost no risk for Barca, especially financially, which remains the most sensitive issue for the club's board. Another crucial point is team integration and adaptation. It's vital that a player fits into the squad and doesn't ruin the atmosphere. As we've already established, Rashford is ready to do whatever it takes to join Barca, and he's clearly not in it for the money. His motivation is purely about football. Yes, at Manchester United he had problems, a lot of criticism, and that negativity affected him. He was spotted partying. There were even reports of alcohol issues. The club criticized Marcus for his off-the-pitch focus, his social projects, and time spent on things that they felt didn't help his performance. And that's partially true. A move to Barca would allow Rashford to enjoy the simple things again: training and playing. Far from home, but in a highly competitive and ambitious environment where the goal is to win everything. Basically, it's all that Marcus needs right now. Rashford is a good guy. After all, who else among English footballers fought so hard for better food in English schools? Or help homeless people? He's an absolutely great person. The club always evaluates a player's character before signing, and it seems Marcus would find the perfect place to start a new life in Barcelona. Respect and commitment, that's all the club expects from newcomers. And by the way, did you see Rashford's comment under Lamin's post? Young King, Marcus wrote. It seems the Englishman would quickly connect with the new leader and with the rest of the Barca squad. Marcus Rashford doesn't have a superstar attitude and he won't ruin the dressing room vibe. That's another reason why this move makes perfect sense. And finally, the key reason why Barca won Rashford: his versatility. Throughout his career, Marcus has played in all possible attacking positions. Let's break it down. Left winger, 230 matches, 69 goals, 51 assists. Center forward, 160 matches, 63 goals, 27 assists. Right winger, 51 matches, 13 goals, 7 assists. Attacking midfielder, 3 matches, 2 goals. As we can see, Rashford covers every attacking position, a complete footballer, the perfect addition to the current first-team squad. According to media reports, Ansu and Pau Victor are on their way out this summer due to limited minutes. That's a smart move for these top talents. So Barca will be left with the following options: Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Ferran Torres, Dani Olmo, and Fermin Lopez. These players will cover 4 attacking roles. Young La Masia gems like Dani Rodriguez, Tani Nguyen Fernandez, and Jan Virgili could also get chances. But even last season, Hansi Flick wanted to have a versatile forward with top-level experience in his squad. Rashford matched all of Flick's criteria, and the transfer was supposed to happen as early as January. Since then, nothing has changed. Hansi still sees Marcus as the perfect addition to this roster. And when Hansi Dieter Flick makes a decision, it's usually the right one. Take last summer, for example. Instead of going for Nico Williams, Flick chose Dani Olmo. The coach understood that Nico's arrival would have ended Rafinha's career at Barca, and in the end, we all enjoyed a phenomenal season from the Brazilian. So now it's all in the hands of the club's board. If they manage to close the Rashford deal before the start of pre-season, it will be the perfect scenario. A new goalkeeper plus Marcus Rashford. What more could we ask for in life, right? CULES, what do you think about this transfer? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash the like button if you want to see Rashford at Barca next season. And if you want to follow every transfer update quickly and easily, make sure to subscribe to our channel, Football News Tribuna. The link is right in front of you. Hit that subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. Bye!